Be sure to hear the 10 o'clock news.
Rowley Cigarettes present Earl Stanley Gardner's A Life in Your Hands.
Was the window open? Was that check forged? Did you hear the shot?
Listen while we place a life in your hands.
Decisions recently issued by the Federal Trade Commission, an agency of the United States government, should convince you.
You cannot believe in throat tests.
You cannot believe in nose tests.
But you can believe your own eyes.
So take the Rowley eye test and see for yourself the only real important difference between leading brands of cigarettes. It's a difference you can believe because it's a difference you can see. The Rowley Profit-Sharing Premium Coupon.
You never know when you step from the safety of your home, when you may witness a violent death and be called upon to testify as to what you saw and heard, and suddenly find yourself with a life in your hands. Murder is a dark enigma that strikes fear into the heart of man. Strange, baffling, mysterious. But the darkest crime one man can invent, another man can unravel. Such a man is Jonathan Kegg, created by Earl Stanley Gardner, the world's most popular writer of mysteries. Creator of Perry Mason, Doug Selby, and many other outstanding characters. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jonathan Kegg.
Good evening. There have been many murderers who would have gone scot-free if it had not been for the testimony of an innocent bystander, a role in which any of us might be cast at any time. Even now, somewhere in the city, there may be a crime in the making. Good night, Mason.
Good night, sir. Miss Pamela?
Mason is the perfect butler. A wonderful dinner, good coffee in the study, and this swell brandy. How much of this Napoleon brandy have you left, Uncle Edwin?
Not much more, I'm afraid. I want to have a little talk with you, Pam.
Oh, dear. You're going to be the heavy guardian again. Please don't, Uncle.
Since you're quite of age, I'm no longer your guardian.
Well, guardian of my money, then.
That was your father's wish. Pam, I got my bank statement and canceled checks today.
Really?
There was a check for $1,000 that had my signature. Only I never signed it.
Sounds like someone's been up to some skullduggery, Uncle.
There isn't any question about it, Pam. The signature is forged. And you did it. The best handwriting expert in the country has assured me of that.
So now I'm a forger.
Pam, why do you do things like this? Do you realize you could be put in jail for what you did?
Oh, you wouldn't do that. Not to your niece.
No, you're right, Pam. I wouldn't do that.
Well, then why all the fuss? Let's just forget about that check.
Oh, no. No, it won't be that easy, young lady. I'm going to take that money out of your allowance. You're supposed to get $500 a month, but you get nothing till the $1,000 is repaid.
You mean I don't get my allowance for 2 months?
That's right.
But, Uncle Edwin, you can't do that. I've got to have that money. I've just got to.
I'm sorry, Pam, but I have to do what I think is right.
No, you can't. I need that money.
Yeah. What's all this? Why do you need the money so desperately?
Never mind. I need it. You want me to be killed?
Killed? What on earth are you talking about, Pamela?
I've got to have my allowance. They'll kill me if I don't pay.
Stop it. Don't carry on that way. Who will kill you? What do you have to pay?
Don't ask me. I can't tell you.
You tell me what this is all about. I won't give you another cent, young woman.
I owed it to Mike Kelly at the Shamrock.
The Shamrock? Kelly? What did you owe him for?
I lost it at roulette, and I still owe him more.
Gambling? How did you get into a place like that? My own niece. How did you get started in a place like that? Tell me.
I didn't mean to. Mason took me there.
Mason? Well, we'll see about this.
What are you doing?
Ringing for Mason. I'm going to get the bottom of this. right now.
Oh, there's nothing to get to the bottom of, Uncle Edwin. I was a little fool, I guess. I played and I lost. I had to have the 1,000 to pay up. And I still need another 1,000.
Well, you'll not get it from me. I've gone along with you as far as I intend to. You can get out of this mess the best way you can.
You rang, sir?
I certainly did. Come in here and close that door.
Yes, sir. What is it?
Mason, you're still on parole, aren't you?
Yes, Judge.
I gave you a second chance when you were released. Did I not?
Yes, Judge, and I'll always be grateful, too.
Grateful? How dare you use a word like that to me? You don't know what it means.
Now, Judge...
Fine sense of gratitude you've got. I pick you up out of the gutter, feed you, clothe you, give you a job. And how do you repay me? By taking my niece to a gambling house.
Judge, I couldn't help it. She wanted to gamble. I took her where I could keep an eye on her so she wouldn't get into trouble.
Wouldn't get into trouble. What do you mean? Where you could keep an eye on her? What's your connection with the Shamrock?
Well, I...
He runs the dice table on his nights off, Uncle.
Why, you...
That'll do. So that's the story. Mason, I'm through with you. You've deliberately used me as a cover-up for illegal activities. You violated your parole, and you're going back to jail where you belong.
Wait a minute.
Get out of here. I don't want you in the same room with me. I'll take care of you in the morning, sir. Go on, get out.
You'll be sorry for this. You won't get away with it.
As for you, young woman, your allowance is stopped. If you need money, go get a job. Under the terms of your father's will, I don't have to give you a penny until you're 30, and that's when you'll get it, not before.
Uncle Edwin, you can't mean that. That's 7 years.
I can and do mean exactly that. You've had your last chance. Now, you get out, too. Leave me alone.
You can't do this to me. I won't let you. I don't know what I can do to stop you, but I'll find a way.
Smokers, it pays 2 ways to smoke Raleigh cigarettes. It pays with top-quality smoking enjoyment. It pays with luxury premiums. There are over 75 beautiful premiums, and you can get them just like gifts. Just smoke Raleighs and save the profit-sharing coupon. And remember...
A recent decision by the Federal Trade Commission, an agency of the United States government, should prove to you.
You cannot believe in throat tests.
You cannot believe in nose tests.
But you can believe your own eyes. So take the Raleigh eye test and see for yourself the only important difference between leading brands of cigarettes. It's a difference you can believe because it's a difference you can see. The Raleigh profit-sharing premium coupon.
Oh, good evening, Judge.
Oh, Philip. Come in. Where's Smokey tonight?
I left him at home. He hasn't had much exercise in the last few days, and I thought a frisky dog might not be conducive to the best chest.
Smokey's a good dog. I'm sorry you didn't bring him along.
Oh, do you want me to go home and get him? Only take a few minutes to walk around the lagoon and back.
Heavens, no. Come along, we'll have a game or two. Although I wonder if I'll give you any competition.
Pardon me for mentioning it, Judge, but you act as though you had something on your mind. Anything I could do to help?
I'm afraid not. Sit down, please. Maybe there is something you can do for me at that.
Anything at all, Judge Cook?
It's Pamela. She's got herself mixed up with some gamblers. Lost a lot of money.
Gamblers?
Yes. At a place called the Shamrock. You know the spot. Now, wait a minute. Your company owns a lot of property around there. You happen to own the building the Shamrock occupies?
Why, yes, Judge. We own that building.
Well, that makes it simple. Philip, I want you to evict the tenants immediately. They're using your building for illegal gambling.
I can hardly believe that. You have proof of this, of course?
Proof? My man Mason is actually running a dice table there.
In his spare time, so he told me.
It's amazing. I'll certainly look into it at once.
Yeah. You tell him to get out of there right away.
But we would have to have a lot more proof than the mere word of Mason. After all, he is an ex-convict.
What about... Oh, yes, that's right. That's true. You'd need tangible evidence, possibly even a conviction.
Well, that would help a great deal.
All right, I'll get you the evidence you need. I'll get this Kelly and the men behind him. Come on, let's play some chess.
Rook to knight 7. Checkmate.
You got me again. I'm afraid I'm no competition for you tonight, Philip.
I don't think you've had your mind on the game, Judge.
No, I expect not.
Well, I'll be on my way. It's almost 11, and I still have to take Smokey for his walk.
Bring him along next time.
I will, Judge. Don't be too harsh on Pamela. She's pretty young, you know.
She's old enough to have some sense of responsibility. And this time she's going to learn a lesson. Huh, what in the world? Who can that be? Who's out there? Who? What are you doing outside the window? Why don't you...
Smokey. Here, boy. There's nothing there for you. Here, Smokey. I beg your pardon.
I think you might at least look where you're going. Oh, it's Mr. Grant.
I'm awfully sorry, Mrs. Paul. It's so dark here by the lagoon. I didn't see you. I was just calling Smokey. He seemed to have strayed.
Oh, he's wet. He's gotten me all wet. Make that dog go away.
Smokey, behave yourself. I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Paul.
My dress is ruined, absolutely ruined.
I hope it isn't as bad as all that.
Well, I guess I know when... Good heavens, what was that?
It sounds like Pamela Cook.
Did she say the judge had been murdered?
Your Honor, I'd like very much to enter this case as amicus curiae.
I haven't any objection, Mr. Kegg, but why?
Judge Cook was a credit to the bench, and a very good friend of mine as well. I want to be sure his killer is punished.
Permission is granted. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I will explain that as amicus curiae, Mr. Kegg will represent neither the defendant, Frank Mason, nor the prosecution. He will simply use his ability at cross-examination to help the court find the truth. You may proceed, Mr. Kegg.
I call the defendant, Frank Mason. Mr. Mason, you were employed by Judge Cook as a combination houseman and chauffeur?
That's right.
For how long?
A little better than a year. About 15 months it was.
You had been in prison and were released on parole. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Now, the work you were doing at the Shamrock was a clear violation of that parole. And you know that if a man on parole engages in an illegal activity, he will not only be punished for it, but made to serve out the balance of his time on the previous conviction?
I know that, but there's lots of gambling everywhere.
But you knew it was illegal.
Yes.
And therefore, you knew that all Judge Cook had to do was tell the parole officer about it, and you would have been back in jail.
Well, I suppose so, but I didn't think the judge would do it.
I see. Where were your quarters at the Cook house?
I had a room over the garage.
Were you there when the shooting took place?
I was asleep. First thing I heard was when she began yelling.
Tell me, was there a gun on the premises?
Not that I know of. I never saw one.
The garage where you slept, was it on the same side of the house as the window through which Judge was shot?
Well, I...
Answer the question. Was it?
Yeah.
That's all. Step down. Recall Pamela Cook. Miss Cook, your uncle gave you an allowance?
Yes,
How much?
$500 a month.
Now, in spite of this $500 a month allowance, you forged your uncle's name to a check for $1,000, didn't you?
I've explained all that. I had to have the money to pay my gambling losses. It wasn't like stealing. Uncle Edwin could always get it back from my inheritance.
But the fact remains that you committed a criminal act in forging that check. What did your uncle say when he found out?
Well, I don't remember exactly. He was very upset.
Did he cut off your allowance?
He said something about it.
This money came from your father's estate, which your uncle controlled for you?
Yes.
And for how long was this arrangement to continue? Would your uncle control that money indefinitely?
He could have kept control of it till I was 30, or turn it over to me at his discretion.
Well, now that your uncle is dead, who controls this money?
I do.
And how old are you now, Miss Cook?
I'm 23.
Did you hear the shot which killed your uncle?
No, sir. I was up in the attic room listening to the radio.
How did you happen to find your uncle?
Well, I went downstairs later to see if he felt better after his chess game. I hoped to reason with him.
I see. Was there ever a gun in your house?
Well, yes. Uncle Edwin used to keep a pistol.
Where did he keep it?
Well, he didn't actually keep it himself. He usually had whoever was the houseman at the time keep it.
And at the time of his death, the houseman was Mason?
Yes.
That is all, Miss Cook. You may step down. It is my understanding, Your Honor, that the murder weapon was not found.
No weapon has been placed in evidence, Mr. Kegg.
If the court please, the gun has not been located.
Thank you. I should like to recall Mr. Philip Grant. Mr. Grant, you played chess with Judge Cook the evening he died. How did he seem?
He was very upset. Couldn't concentrate on the game at all.
Did he tell you why he was upset?
Yes, he did. He said Pamela had lost a lot of money gambling, and that Mason was responsible.
Did he say what he was going to do about it?
He said he was going to have Mason put back in jail.
Is that all he said he was going to do?
Well, he said he was planning to have the Shamrock closed.
And I believe that previous testimony has showed that your company owns the Shamrock.
Well, I think this should be made clear. It's true that my company owns the building, but we have nothing to do with the gambling that people say takes place down there. That's an activity of the people who lease the building.
I see. What time did you leave Judge Cook's home the night he was killed?
Oh, about 11 o'clock, I believe.
When did you return?
About 11:30. I thought I heard Pam screaming that her uncle had been murdered, and I went back.
What were you doing in the meantime?
Walking my dog down by the lagoon. I always take him for a run at night.
That lagoon separates your house from the judge's?
Yes, sir.
Did you see or hear anyone while you were walking?
As a matter of fact, I did. I bumped into Mrs. Fall. I literally bumped into her. I wasn't watching where I was going.
Who is Mrs. Fall?
Mildred Fall. She lives at the north end of the lagoon, about halfway between the Cook place and mine.
How soon after you met Mrs. Fall did you hear Pamela Cook scream?
Just a few seconds. I was still talking to Mrs. Fall when we heard Pam.
Just one more question, Mr. Grant. Do you own a gun?
I used to. It disappeared some time ago. I don't know what happened to it. I haven't seen it in years.
Thank you, Mr. Grant. You've been very helpful. You may step down. Your Honor, I would like to request a recess at this time.
For what purpose, Mr. Kegg?
The pattern of truth is beginning to emerge, but further testimony is needed. I should like a few hours to check some facts. Then I feel we need the testimony of an innocent bystander, a person who just happened to be nearby when the crime was committed.
We will call whomever you wish, Mr. Kegg, and that person must testify. Court will adjourn till 2 o'clock.
Jonathan Kegg is about to call as his next witness a person whose only connection with the crime is that of an innocent bystander. If that person were you, could you remember what you have heard? It would be vitally important that you do, for you would hold a life in your hand.
You cannot believe in throat tests.
You cannot believe in nose tests.
Decisions recently issued by the United States Government Federal Trade Commission should convince every intelligent smoker that you cannot believe in throat tests, you cannot believe in nose tests. These distinguished government experts, appointed by law to protect the public against false and misleading advertising claims, have declared,
1, there is no reliable basis for claims that one brand is superior to another in respect to throat irritants.
2, all manufacturers of leading brands of cigarettes buy their leaf tobacco from the same sources.
With these two facts in mind, give yourself Rowley's famous eye test. Hold up 2 packs of cigarettes, one of Rowley's, one of any other leading brand. turn them around. Take the eye test. You'll see the difference.
Yes, you'll see that only Raleighs have a coupon on the back. And because Raleigh cigarettes give you rich, fine tobaccos, a smooth, satisfying smoke, that Raleigh profit-sharing coupon is the only real important difference between leading brands of cigarettes. It's a difference you can believe because it's a difference you can see. So switch to Raleigh cigarettes, America's greatest cigarette value.
It is shortly after 2 in the afternoon, and court has reconvened. Jonathan Kegg has called Mrs. Mildred Fall to the stand. She's been sworn, and Jonathan Kegg is just beginning his cross-examination.
Mrs. Fall, on the night Judge Cook was murdered, where were you at about 11:30?
I was going home along the shore walk.
It's rather a late hour for a woman to be walking alone in a fairly deserted area.
Fiddlesticks. I can take care of myself.
I'm sure of that. On your way home, did you meet anyone?
I met Mr. Grant. He walked right into me.
Now, think carefully, Mrs. Fall. Did you hear or see anything out of the ordinary?
No, sir.
Did you hear anything like shots?
I did not.
Did you hear anything at all?
Not a sound.
All the way home?
All the way home.
Now, just a moment, Mrs. Fall. Mr. Grant has testified that you and he were talking when Pamela Cook screamed.
Oh, that. I didn't think you were talking about that.
You did hear that.
Of course I did.
But just a moment ago, you testified that you didn't hear anything at all. Certainly nothing unusual all the way home. Would you call a woman screaming murder in the night a usual thing?
Well, I really didn't think that. Well, I mean.
I understand perfectly what you mean, Mrs. Fall. But please don't try to guess what is meant by a question. Just answer factually as best you can remember.
I'm sorry.
Now, after you heard Pamela scream, what happened?
Mr. Grant ran towards the Cook house. I waited for a minute and then went on home.
Weren't you curious as to what was going on?
I was. But frankly, when I heard the word murder, I felt the best place for me was at home.
And you saw or heard nothing unusual till you got home?
Not a thing, Mr. Kegg. I'm positive.
Now, going back to your meeting with Mr. Grant, was there anything unusual about that?
Not aside from the fact that he bumped into me.
Did you hear anything? Now, think carefully.
Honestly, Mr. Kegg, there wasn't a thing. I was walking along rather rapidly. I heard Mr. Grant call to his dog. I heard the dog splashing in the water. I guess both of us were looking for the dog because that's when we bumped. Oh, yes. And then the dog came up and shook himself all over me. I was drenched. And then the girl screamed.
Are you sure you heard the dog splashing in the lake?
Well, I certainly heard something splashing around, and just a second later, the dog came up, dripping wet.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Fall. Your testimony will prove very helpful in aiding us to find the truth. Your Honor, I should like to have a brief recess in order to have Mr. Grant's dog brought into court. And then I should like Mr. Grant to take the stand again. That's a nice dog, Mr. Grant.
No, thank you. Sit, Smoky.
Obeys very well. Would you mind telling the court something about him? His breed, his training, and so forth?
All right, if you want me to, but it strikes me as a little silly.
Is this relevant to this case, Mr. Kegg?
I assure Your Honor that I will connect this at the proper time.
Well, if you say so, you may proceed.
Go ahead, Mr. Grant.
I won't bother you with his kennel name. He's a Springer Spaniel, 2 years old, and answers to Smoky. He's trained to flush birds and retrieve.
Unleash him, please.
All right. There.
Now, with the court's permission, I have a rubber bone here. I'm going to toss it over by the jury box. Now, get it, Smoky. Done. All right, fetch the bone. Go on, Smoky, get it.
Now, you're wasting your time, Mr. Kegg. He won't budge.
So I see. Bailiff, will you please hand me that bone? Thank you. Now, Mr. Grant, will you please throw the bone in the same spot?
Very well. There.
He budged that time, Mr. Grant.
Well, naturally. That time I threw the bone.
Thank you, Mr. Grant. That is all. I believe Officer John Lansing is present in court. I should like to call him as a witness. Officer Lansing, I believe you recovered a gun from the lagoon about an hour ago.
Yes, sir.
The caliber was .38?
That's correct, sir.
That is the caliber of the gun that killed Judge Cook. Was there a serial number on this gun you recovered? And if so, in whose name was it registered?
It's registered in the name of Mr. Philip Grant of this.
Were there any fingerprints on this gun? And if so, have they been identified?
There were prints on the gun which have been identified as those of Mr. Philip Grant.
Has it been established that the bullets that killed Judge Cook came from this gun?
According to ballistics, yes, sir.
No! No, no! Bailiff, get that man and hold him. Mr. Kegg, I don't think I follow all this.
Your Honor, thanks to the testimony of Mrs. Mildred Fall, an innocent bystander, who remembered what she saw and heard, we have found the real murderer, Philip Grant.
How did Mrs. Fall's testimony lead you to Grant?
Mrs. Fall heard the dog Smokey splashing in the lagoon. The dog doesn't go swimming in a lagoon for no reason when he's out for his nightly walk. Smokey is a retriever, but he will only retrieve for his master, Philip Grant. Therefore, I reasoned that Grant had thrown something into the lagoon at that point. The only thing missing was the murder weapon.
I see. The reason the dog jumped into the lagoon was he saw his master throw the gun in.
Precisely. That's how I was able to tell the police exactly where to search for the gun during court recess. We have now recovered it. Actually, Philip Grant, in addition to owning the building where the Shamrock operated, was one of the men behind the gambling. He faced ruin if Judge Cook really began an investigation. So when he left the judge's house, he went home, got his gun, returned, and killed the judge. But now that we have that gun, he will pay the penalty he deserves.
Mr. Kegg, that was a highly obscure pattern of evidence, and your solution was most dramatic.
Thank you, Mr. Wallace. And once again, a witness who was sure she knew nothing about it held the clues that led us to the truth. Well, I'll see you next week. Good night.
Good night, Mr. Kegg. Friends, here's a cordial invitation for each of you to be with us next Tuesday, when you will again hear Jonathan Kegg, created by Earl Stanley Gardner, author of the internationally famous Perry Mason stories and many others. And remember, you can believe your own eyes. So look for the pack with the coupon on the back. Raleigh Cigarettes, America's greatest cigarette value.
Pipe smokers, you'll like Sir Walter Raleigh pipe tobacco.
You'll like the rich, full-bodied flavor of Sir Walter Raleigh, never bitter, never biting.
You'll like the way Sir Walter Raleigh smokes cool, clean, never leaves a soggy heel in your pipe. Just a nice, dry ash.
And you'll like that grand aroma of Sir Walter Raleigh. You and your pipe will be welcome everywhere.
Yes, men, you'll like everything about Sir Walter Raleigh. It's the quality pipe tobacco of America.
A Life in Your Hands is produced by Jack Simpson and directed by Pat Murphy. Script by the McKees with musical effects by Adele Scott, conducted by Whitey Berkeley. Jonathan Kegg is played by Carlton Cadell. This is Mike Wallace inviting you to be with us again next week when Raleigh Cigarettes, the pack with the coupon on the back, will again place a life in your hands.
The Aldriches come back Thursday on NBC.
WMAQ and WMAQ-FM, NBC in Chicago.